there's a level of disconnection, I think, particularly from boys who are super vulnerable to what I'll call criminal enterprises. And we should study gangs. Gangs have figured this out. They understand what is fundamental to like human desire, right? We want connection. We want a sense of belonging. We want to understand that we have the capacity to do something that will gain respect.
And we make people feel as though they belong. We're inclusive. Gangs are inclusive.
Absolutely.
You have a purpose here.
You have a purpose. Good, bad, or indifferent. You have a way to support yourself, right? You got a little money in your pocket.
Right.
I was talking to a young man the other day and I was asking him how he feels about his prospects. And he was saying, not good. The fight to be a young person, to go to school, to stay in school, to pay for books and petty fees is so much of a higher hill to climb than to accept the $100 from the drug dealer who said, you ain't got nothing, hold this $100 for your pocket. But then that $100 comes with, hey, hold this £5.
Yeah, strings connected.
$400 is yours, is mine. Whatever you make after that is yours, right? It's so tempting when you have nothing to not lean into the something that's being offered. We have not figured out how to counter that because we are afraid of that young man, or we think that he don't want to hear nothing from us, or for whatever reason, or we want them to be perfect before we accept them. And so they do not have a counter argument in their head. There is not another place that they find safety and affiliation. So you go with the option that you have.
So you said two things there that I want to get back to. You said we should study gangs, and I 100% agree with that because they have figured out that integration, they have figured out inclusiveness, they figured out, we may say that the outcomes are negative,
Sure,
but we shouldn't throw the baby with the bathwater. The process that they use for inclusion is very, very effective. So I've said that many times. I also said that we as people of faith need to study bars. We need to go into bars and rum shops in the Caribbean context, bars in the American context, pubs in the European context, because those are places where people can go as a total stranger, and within a very short amount of time, they're part of a community. There's somebody to talk to.
Correct.
There's, not just a bartender who communicates with them, but I've observed it many times in my travels and being with workmates who drank and stuff like that. And I'd always be the designated driver, but I would watch how the interaction begins to happen in those places.
Yeah.
And then I go to church, even as an ordained minister, and I see how hard it is for us to do that step of inclusion, because they're accepting without knowing the person at all. It's just contextualization. We're here. Some people call it affinity groups. Some of my friends started affinity groups. They're very effective. But it's like an affinity, right? The thing that brought us here, some people to drink, some people, they want community, their companions, they may be out of town, or they're like a child you're talking about who may need that sense of feeling, that sense of belonging. And they are accepted without condition.
Yeah. There is no hill to climb first.
None.
Yeah.
So we look at them and we say, we shouldn't go there, that's bad, that's bad. Yeah, well, the outcome may be bad, but the process is something that we can learn.
Yeah.